Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Dark Souls 3 quality build playthrough. My name is Tevriel, and today we're going to finally make our foray into the swamp proper. In the last episode we defeated the Crystal Sage, and well, we could have gone to the new area along the way where the Crystal Sage was, but I think we're going to backtrack a bit and go to where we killed those two really strong enemies, the ones that gave us the Exile Greatsword. I can't remember exactly what they are called, the Farron Exiles or Farron Swordsmen, something like that. At any rate though, we got a little bit of stuff to do here in Firelink Shrine. First and foremost, we did beat a boss or two since we last checked what he had to transpose, so let's go check that out really quick.
Sure.
So he can give you, with the Crystal Sage Soul, the Rapier here and this Crystal Hail spell. I never really used a Crystal Hail spell, but the Rapier is not a bad weapon. If I remember right, it does give you some extra item find or item discovery, which is nice. And its moveset's alright, it's a Rapier. So that's good for those slightly like dex but int builds as well. I'm going to go ahead and see if Grey Rat is back actually, just really quick. And here he is.
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score. Go on, have a gander.
And now he sells some extra stuff. He sells more embers. I don't think he sold a divine blessing before, but now he does. Lightning urns are now here too. And he sells Pontiff Knight curved sword and also has Zweihander now, which is a pretty decent weapon in of itself, although I haven't really used it much in Dark Souls 3 all that much. And a glaive. Glaives are pretty cool too. Short bow, priest chime, and some stuff here too, like Pontiff Knight shield and a couple armor sets as well. So all in all, not bad at all, not a bad haul. How many arrows do we have anyways? Oh, those are large arrows. Those do more damage, but I think have like less, let's just buy 50 of those. Okay. Let's talk to him again.
You can keep us.
Yep.
Goodbye.
And I don't think we can send him on anything until we defeat the Abyss Watchers.
Oh, and
Yeah.
goodbye.
Okay. So now we got that done. Seeing how I'm not going to use the Crystal Sage's soul for anything, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That didn't give us very much, unfortunately. And I'm wanting to get a little bit more, because here in a bit, we'll have just about 20,000. There we go. And we wanted to buy this tower key. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine.
Ashen one.
Yep. And that is here in this area, actually. We just need to go up here. Whoops, not up there. Up here, I think. There we go. And then there'll be this this guy right here. You can get a sea of a tree giant. Or giant tree. Tree giant. And that will basically allow it so that when an invader, invades you, if you use that seed, the enemies will also attack the invader as well instead of just you. And a soul there if you want to grab it. You can grab it at any time. I don't think there's anything else around here. This is the tower though, and unlocks that. Now over here, in order to get those items, you need to kind of go through the tower and do some stuff over there. However, if you're able to you're able to jump across here using this tree and jump onto there. Now, I'm not sure if I can really do this like this. I have done it before, but it's not easy to just do it on the fly. because you need to do it at a very particular angle, but I'm just letting you know that it is, in fact, possible. Lots of people put out videos on this early on in the game's lifespan, so I figure most of you probably know it already. It's also easier to do it when you're naked, so just figured I would let you guys know that. One more try, and then we're off to do things proper. Yep, that was bad. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it proper. I'm doing this now because we need to talk to a particular NPC before we continue too terribly much into the game. It won't be important, like, directly after the events of what's happening here, but it will be here soon. And first and foremost, before anything else, drop down here. Kick this down. And now we're on top of here. This allows it, again, so that you just don't have to go all the way through that stuff again. And I can't remember if there's any particular items up here specifically, but I do know there is one in an area right below us.
Me, pickled pea. Me, bumperum.
And of course, that is the bird of this game. With this, if you just lay down certain items, he or she will pick it up and you'll get specific things for it. Like, let's see here. I'm not sure if Sieg Brew counts. There we go.
Bumperum.
And we got the Armor of the Sun for doing that. That's Solaire's armor. So you can get very specific things like Solaire's armor from doing stuff like that. It's very particular items, though. I can't remember what all of them are.
No. That no pickle pea. That no bumperum.
Okay, so again, most of it doesn't really matter to us. We're able to leave some stuff down here, but I'll probably go back here later when I have what I want to give him, because you'll get things like upgrade items and stuff like that. Okay, so now I want to just drop down here, grab these homeward bones, and then run over here, where we'll come into here, and we're able to meet them again, except, you know, this is from down below, and there's an Estus Flask Shard right here. And right here, there is an invisible wall. Drop down, and right over here, in this chest, is the Covenant Silver Serpent Ring. Frankly, we should have gotten this already, because we could have come here more or less at any time. Doing this just makes it so that you get more souls from enemies, which is very nice. So you should probably try and get here as soon as possible. I almost tried to get in there. Alrighty. So now we're going to want to go back to where we were in that tower. So let me get back up there really quick. And we can also give that Estus Flask Shard to Mr. Andre down below us. Sorry, this is a lot of busy work for what's essentially just a start of an episode, but I might just make this a small episode in and of itself just so that we can get to the action in the next segment. Just have it be a, maybe a 0.5 episode or something. Okay. Now, these will say things like pointless, and yeah, it's actually pretty pointless. You'll go around there and do a long journey and you'll find absolutely nothing, which is a little bit disappointing because that would be a perfect place to hide something. Okay, so we got the Firekeeper soul here. that soul, of course, is you give it to the Firekeeper down below, and she's actually able to heal God, what is it? It's like the dark sign thing you get from the sorcerer NPC we saved earlier, should you want to gain more power from him. And it'll completely cure that, but if you do that, it'll basically ruin his quest line, so keep that in mind. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I guess Patches hasn't showed up yet. Do we need to do something specific? Huh. Maybe we needed to get into some of the other areas before he shows up. That's really odd. I figured he would have shown up by now. Is there just something I needed to do here? Yeah, Patches will usually show up around now, and he'll lock you in there, forcing you to jump to the bottom. That's really odd. Huh. That is really weird. Anyways, over here, it's a little bit of a predicament. This is not an easy jump to make, because you need to jump over there and land right on that person over there, and that will give you a, I think it's the fire, God, the Firekeeper's, like, clothes or something like that. It's not really worth doing, but if you want to grab it just for the sake of grabbing it, you might as well. Oh, good, we made it. Yep, the Firekeeper. Let's heal up a bit before we fall down some more. And there we go. And here's the Estus ring. This is also another very important ring. Not hugely important, but it increases HP recovered with the Estus flask. So that is very good. It helps a lot. So we could go with that, although I think that's with successive attacks, and we don't do successive attacks very often. Or at least not to a huge extent. Anyways, here's the NPC I warned you guys about in, like, I think the first or second episode. And he'll just attack you with sword swings. And he can bleed you out pretty easily. Oh, yep, there we go. That's what I was afraid of. Thankfully, he wasn't able to parry me, though. Oh, wow. He's actually dealt a decent amount of damage to me already. There we go. You're able to kill him basically when you get there, but it's not suggested. There you get the Uchigatana and his clothes. And kill these guys just because I can. Yeah, that's really weird how Patches hasn't shown up yet. I wonder if there's a particular trigger I need to do before he'll be here. It's very, very odd. Very odd. Anyways, let's go ahead and give that Estus Flask shard to Mr. Andre. Did we get any others? Nope. Okay. Let me see if we could reinforce anything. We can't reinforce our Hollow Greatsword quite yet. We need 2 more Titanite skills, and we probably won't get any for a little while yet. However, our Lothric Knight Sword we could probably upgrade here shortly. Let's go ahead and do that, just because we probably need to here soon, just as a nice little backup weapon. Would need more Titanite shards. 3 more. Let me see, does she sell them yet, or do I need... I think I need somebody else's ashes before she'll sell them. Okay. Now that was a little bit of a bust here, but I think I'll just make this like a little mini episode and end it here, and we'll get to the good stuff next time. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye everybody, and take care.